Yes, people, then welcome back again to another stream. Another day, another stream, you understand? It's your boy. And I'm back. I'm back again, blood. I'm back again. Yes, people, then, blood. Of course, we're doing Netherlands against Ecuador. Ecuador. We are doing Netherlands against Ecuador. Tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Tell me what you think, Tell me what you think.
Estrada dispossessed. Nathan Ake and Virgil van Dijk can just settle things down. Ecuador are becoming a very miserly team. They've not conceded a single goal in their last 7 games now. Yeah. 7 games, over 11 and a half hours of football without letting one in.
No, I checked that, Clive. That was fairly impressive. Obviously finished 4th in the qualifying section, the tough South American section, but I just felt it was a little bit difficult to gauge the level of performance in the opening game against Qatar because, as I mentioned earlier, it's certainly a poor performance from the hosts. We'll certainly get a better opportunity to evaluate them against the strength of the Netherlands.
This plays pass from Virgil van Dijk. Yeah, Ecuador had it easy on opening night. Qatar were as poor as any team we've seen here. Mina Valencia scored twice in a little over half an hour. But Van Gaal's team didn't have it easy. It was a tense game with Senegal. It was settled in the last 10 minutes. 2 late goals for which Edouard Mendy was culpable. They've won their opening 2 group games in each of the last 3 World Cups, Netherlands, but it's not how you start. Here's Klaassen.
No, I didn't Senegal gameplay or anything but impressive. I think they probably deserved to win the game, but there's certainly no real fluency, and they didn't look a real potent attacking side, but probably deserved to shade it.
Reflected in the 3 changes that Van Gaal has made to a winning team.
So what do you think about this team?
Okay,
what do you think?
Keeps his place, and he has been a regular in the Netherlands team, seeing a little bit more game time with Manchester City now too. The referee has got a concern over Angelo Presedo. And it's one that he is sufficiently concerned about, and we should all be concerned about Presedo, judging by where he's nursing the pain, to stop play. There's his boss, Gustavo Alfaro, an Argentinian, quoted Churchill to his players when he took over 2 years ago, and if it altered the squad's mindset, he recited the famous words, "Those who never change their minds never change anything." Well, he's changed tactics tonight. Ecuador were 4-4-2 on opening night. And it's definitely a back three this evening. The right wing back needed some nursing.
It's a very interesting statistic like that. She's now informed me that I actually had 3 hours in the Churchill war rooms about two weeks ago, which is very enlightening.
You can tell us about them, but Presedo's now back on his feet. So we will continue with Nathan Ake. Here is Urian Timber, who has been brought in on the right side of that three-man defence in preference to Delict. Here is Ake. Trying to find some space between the lines. It might come for Clarkson. And the opportunity.
What now? Cody Gakpo.
What a talent! This may just be his breakthrough stage. Scored crucially in the first goal and scores brilliantly in the second game.
I tell you, it's all about class and starting position. Clive, he's really high up the pitch. I was just about to mention it. I thought he was initially playing behind the front two, but his starting position's high and he does really, really well. But what a finish from Gakpo, the left foot.
Let me see. Nice ball.
You can see Clash's position forward now. Over he comes, intercepts the pass. Oh, look at this. Yes. That's a magnificent strike with the left foot.
Yes.
Sharp from Clash, and really sharp. The rest just magnificent. Might just start outside the post and curls in. Absolutely beautiful finish.
He is the leading scorer in the Dutch league. He's now found the net in 4 of the last 5 internationals, and nearly every Premier League club with a few million in the bank has been linked with him. He's not a rookie. Played over 150 games for PSV. He's 23 already, but 13 club goals this season, even more assists. 6'2". What's not to like about Cody Gakpo?
He had a quiet start to the game against Senegal, but obviously got his goal. But what a start to the game that is.
And Ecuador have conceded.
Yep. Just singing the praises defensively, but sometimes you just got to hold your hands up. Not a lot, certainly not a lot Galindez could have done with that. Great hit.
Goal!
11 hours and 42 minutes of international football since Manchester City's Julian Alvarez scored against them for Argentina in late March. And they got a response. Jackson Mendes. It's an important interception by De Jong to stop clattering for Cry. Presedo has been revived.
Go on, kid.
Mendes with the cross. Ake with the clearance. There's a robust challenge by Gakpo. There is plenty of him.
Yeah.
He can look after himself too. And the cross by Hincapie maybe deserved better.
Come on. Come on, come on.
That might just be the quickest goal at these World Cup finals, you know. We have people who will correct me if I'm wrong.
No, it wouldn't surprise me. I wouldn't know for sure right now, but I wouldn't bet against you.
It's Felix Torres. Plata. No. It's the fastest goal of these World Cup finals so far. 5 minutes and 4 seconds. A few games which have needed an early goal to unlock them. Yeah. This one has it. Be stubborn opponents, as that defensive record suggests. Ecuador, the last team to stop Brazil winning in January. Brazil have won 8 in a row since then.
I mean, they did have a good defense, but obviously they just
judging by what I saw last night. Yeah. But they've maybe got to change tack a little bit now. Assertive play by Denzel Dumfries. Torres. It's a poor pass, well behind Estepina.
It's good to be back, you know.
Brilliant start for him, it really was. Beautiful shape to the football. Scored with a glancing header in the opening game against Senegal on Monday. Scored with a thumping left-footed shot tonight. He's brave, Clive, against Senegal, because I don't think Mendy caught himself in glory with a goal, but he's got a feeling the keeper's going to come behind him, maybe make contact. He's just getting off on the header. Very clever. His 11th cap for Netherlands, his 5th goal for Netherlands. Here's Jackson Mendes with a free kick. Caicedo to Caicedo. Estepinian is underneath it. And it's the first time off, hopefully by Enner Valencia. Didn't quite get hold of it. No, he kept it down. Heady clearance from Van Dijk, though. Look at that from Gakpo. He's oozing confidence. It's amazing what an early goal smashed into the top corner with your left foot can do. Confidence-wise.
You would know. It was just caught by Estrada, but Netherlands have the ball.
Van Dijk,
Minus. A little bit too much loft on that ball, and Caicedo was able to intercept.
He did well to save there, Clive, because once he goes, he's got to win it. Left the man behind him, but when he did.
Gakpo. Minus was chased back towards his own goal. Good work by MK.
That's good defending. He stands his ground, doesn't give Plata anywhere to go.
Yes, you, Stephen Bergwijn, penalised.
they just clear the ball around there. You know what I'm saying?
Estrada.
Did well, Estrada. Lovely touch. Fired up to him, took it well. That's a heavy touch.
So they're showing too much bit to Blin. They did win it in the air. Galindez is the Ecuador goalkeeper.
Fabrizio Romano has just tweeted 2 goals in 2 games, 17 goals and 16 assists in 31 games this season between PSV and Dutch national team. 23-year-old Godi Kakpo is special.
Live against Senegal. I thought he'd made some good, powerful runs from midfield. We're looking to see him do that again this evening.
He's 2 internationals in 4 years, Frenkie de Jong. Virgil van Dijk has said publicly in the last couple of weeks he's the best player he's played alongside for the Netherlands. That's quite a compliment. Here's Koopmeiners. He's coming for Gakpo again. Now it does. And Valencia. There was a real doubt of the problem with his right knee. He looks frisky enough in the opening exchanges. They need him.
Yeah, you need to go up there, let you get by him, telling you powerful. Somebody really is strong and quick, uses his body very, very well on the opposition forwards. Getting back to talking about De Jong, Clive, you mentioned these appearances. One of the first things you look for, do they turn up for their work? Does it miss games? It's a big plus.
Wouldn't be any surprise if Netherlands are ahead in the possession numbers. That won't concern Ecuador too much.
You can see the rotation going on there, particularly with Klaassen and Gakpo. Gakpo comes short, Klaassen getting behind him.
I was just looking at him there, Ali, just to remind myself and reassure myself he is right-footed, and he is naturally right-footed. It was a searing hit with his left.
Yeah, lovely, wasn't it?
Okay, Lint. Here's De Jong. Boy. Just established a degree of control with that early goal now, Netherlands. Feel as if they're already into the business of managing the game.
De Jong. Okay. What's a goalkeeper, blood? You understand?
Interesting goalkeeper, Andres Noppert, the tallest player at these World Cup finals, is 6'8", given a surprise debut in the opening game and playing the 52nd game of his career tonight at the age of 28. 52nd senior game. He didn't even have a club 18 months ago. Now he's playing in the World Cup finals.
It's a remarkable story, isn't it? It really is.
His wife tried to persuade him to join the police force 18 months ago. He'd have been a copper to respect, that's for sure. That high. Okay, to Klaassen. Dumfries.
Starting position's really high in this right-hand side, Dumfries. A lot higher than it was the previous game. Which tactically might be a good thing. Forcing this to put you all the way back where he doesn't want to be.
Something to measure of how confident a team playing with the back three are, where their wing backs are.
100%. from Gakpo.
Plata, Estepinian.
There's people coming back.
Gonzalo Plata again. Estepinian has gone on. Again, superb defending by Virgil van Dijk, staring into his own goal. Just had to somehow improvise a header and help it on its way.
The great delivery. His possession sense there, Van Dijk is top class.
Valencia halted. Timber wants to be far too much of Gakpo. But that was more encouraging for Ecuador.
Absolutely, but brighter that man there. Involved down the left-hand side. Good play from Caicedo as well, as we mentioned. Certainly brighter, that bit of encouragement there for Ecuador.
He finished the opening match with the captain's armband, Estepinian. Roberto De Zerbi, his club manager's called him a rough diamond. I think he's still developing, even though he's just 24 years of age. He rarely plays 90 minutes, but he's become a starter at Brighton under De Zerbi and Graham Potter before him. Free kick on the way here for the foul on Estrada.
He just catches him, doesn't he? Maybe a wee bit lucky. Not you pick up a yellow. There's a ball back here. Stepinian comes back. Lovely ball, digs it out into the back post, looking for somebody to attack it. Good positioning, very good position. Van Dijk takes up there.
Just the right amount of purchase on there.
Yeah.
Van Dijk. He couldn't glance it away because if it had gone too flat, it might have fallen for the attacker behind him.
Just his starting position for the cross is excellent, really.
I think we mentioned it prior to the game. It is his first major international tournament.
Incredible, man. Which goes the wrong way.
No question of handball.
No, none at all. Shaver's cross here into the chest with a stop. Nathan Ake.
The left footed Plata will take this corner.
Come on.
Throws on the left there is the tallest player.
I already know
Apart from
Ecuador's
the
getting
goalkeeper,
goal, can't I?
the Netherlands.
The referee looking very closely, as you can see there, quite a lot.
Swung in towards Caicedo in their post. So we're probably now.
Poor delivery.
Caicedo.
Good off front.
Mendes. Estepinian with the header. There was a nudge by Estrada as it wasn't won by Estepinian in the first place.
Could easily have given into the first one.
Oh, guys, right.
De Jong. Stepped into traffic, but he found a way out. And Timber with the through ball, which almost got Gakpo on his way.
Good defending, Felix Torres there, Clive. Because you're away. Gakpo was away.
Frankie De Jong.
Ooh.
And escape Caicedo. But Mendes has lost it. And here's Bergwijn. It didn't quite happen for Blind, but he still has the ball. Klassen. De Jong. Lynn's got a crossing opportunity. Turned out of harm's way by Nkapie. Life breathed back into the game in the last 5 minutes. Netherlands were building in a very assured way on Cody Gakpo's early goal.
Like, get on there, just a bit, yeah. But also in Van Dijk.
Not sure I think a foul with Virgil van Dijk. ECUADOR defended it pretty well in the end. Valencia trying to get out. Over from Frankie de Jong.
Yeah, he's asking an awful lot there, Valencia.
Frankie.
All day.
Cook minus. Dumfries. Classen. Didn't get beyond their opinion. This is Caicedo trying to benefit from Estrada's hook pass.
Just a wee bit coming into it, isn't there?
Those
Last 5
don't
minutes
concede,
or
you
so.
crap.
Turned decidedly unfriendly.
See, he'll bang you out, blood. You hear me? Don't
It
fuck
was
with
being
my...
played at arm's length, wasn't it?
you
After
can, you
Gakpo's
understand?
goal, Netherlands had that measure of control. And maybe needed a little bit more
Frankie.
assertive aggression.
Mr.
They were
Frankie!
trying to force their way back
What?
into the game. This is Cook minus.
Daily Blind on the overlap.
Gakpo.
Gakpo!
Class.
Oh!
The return wasn't quite good enough, and Nkapie could come between them.
Yeah, cute football
ECUADOR.
there. Here's a break.
Ciro.
Valencia's onside.
Valencia.
And in Valencia,
Woo!
testing the keeper. That was sent with some venom. 2 goals in the opening game. He nearly added to them there.
I think he's obviously a key man and key threat. Just drops his shoulder there. Makes it well. It's a good stop. The one he should be making. Not fair. Just asking him the question though.
Estepinian with the corner. Towards Peroso. Forced out of harm's way by Timber.
Oh, yeah, Timber. 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 Timber.
Gakpo's 6-minute goal is the difference.
Keep watching Klassen's movement when he's on the ball. Clyde, he really attempts to stretch the game. Force the boys from ECUADOR back 3, back another 5-10 yards. And what that does is it creates a lot of space for the likes of Gakpo to come into, and indeed Bergwijn.
Classen. Followed all the way by Jackson Peroso. Okay.
Okay.
Classen. Bergwijn did well to resist Peroso.
Great strength. He did really well to come off. He was second favourite there for a minute, but keeps possession.
Dumfries. Gakpo's run. He's not going to quite catch up with it.
Yeah, he let one luck. It's a good run. He tries to come in the blind side of Estepinian there. Just too much pace on it.
Valencia. Good work again by Timber.
Again, very, very difficult to get by. He really is.
Flutter. Mendes to Casada. Estepina. Towards Casado, but he's got height reach advantage over everybody in the tournament.
Yeah, particularly against Casado. Maybe one of the biggest mismatches in the tournament now.
Now Van Dijk's had a position. And a picture of De Jong that covered for Virgil van Dijk. It feels as if the bar was raised last night. Brazil just upped the ante. You come here to win this World Cup rather than to merely enjoy it. Then the asking rate may have gone up with the opening offering from, let's say, Neymar had come in. Neymar's out of the group stage. It's been confirmed now. But Netherlands are one of the teams that always believe it might be their year, might just be their time. And they know better now what they're going to have to beat down the road.
Spain impressed you most then so far in the early stages?
Against poor opponents.
Yeah.
Maybe Brazil more so. The Netherlands have come close, come agonisingly close. They've graced the World Cup with some of its most beautiful moments. Van Persie's flying a header and Bergkamp's sublime semi-final goal, the original Craig turn. But they've never taken it home with them. 3 sets of silver medals, never on top of the podium.
You know, but you're right, there are some players and some teams. That one in 74 was special. But they've got a good group here.
Referee from Algeria having to do a little bit of peacemaking here. Rosa's header might have done more damage than good.
It's amazing actually for all the football and the good football that gets played. It's just a long ball, a long diagonal. And the left foot of Nathan Ake, and it poses all sorts of problems if you've got a willing runner in behind.
Away forward for Koopmeiners, so he's just a little lazy with that. He was. I'd say that. Through his clubmate Estepina. Brighton have the third player, Jeremy Sarmiento, on the bench tonight. Bergwijn. He's clipped there by Hincapié.
He came on the opening game, didn't he, Sarmiento? He came on for a period.
Did.
Just catches him there. Bergwijn goes down on that protected wrist.
Ake. Lint. De Jong. Just feel as if Ecuador are getting closer to the Netherlands in general play now than they were for a spell after the goal. Went a little passive, tepid.
It's as if they gained a little bit of confidence.
Then finding Klaassen. Can't get it past the substantial figure of Perozo.
That's slack.
And Ecuador benefit. Okay, sees to it that their progress is halted temporarily. Comfortable for Van Dijk. He didn't really get the header where he wanted.
Come on.
Just to emphasise, the team that finishes second in this group will meet the winners of England's group in the last 16. Notice I'm not speculating who will win England's group. It's a dangerous game to play. Ifs and buts don't win World Cups. A bit going on off the ball between Valencia and Dumfries. England versus USA coming live on ITV after this match.
Not wanting to get carried away with what I've seen so far. I think you're entitled to speculate.
I think you're entitled to speculate.
That, of course, is coming from your good friend, the Scottish correspondent here.
Just lost 50,000 followers on Instagram now.
That's me left for free.
Might find the doors of Watchalong when you get there.
Come on. Come on, Ecuador.
Little flashes of what Ecuador are capable of.
Come on. Let's get a goal, blood. Come on, blood. What?
I'm just looking at Ecuador the first half, 40 minutes, Clive. They're lacking down the right-hand side, I think, in an attacking sense. They've certainly got more, they're offering more down the left here. You know, but you just can't seem to get going.
Crusader, the little wing-back, delivered that fabulous cross for Enner Valencia's second against Qatar on Monday. He is a player who can offer something going forward. Going well with the runaway leaders in Belgium, Genk, number 17, but
I think he's finding it a little bit tougher with Ali Linden and Nathan Ake on that left-hand side right now for the Dutch defence.
England has so much know-how. He played in that World Cup semi-final 8 years ago against Argentina. His 96th cap tonight, draws him level with Arjen Robben, behind the 8 men with a century of caps for the Netherlands. But he's right up in that company now, Daily Blend. Wesley Sneijder, top of the list still.
That was an excellent backtracking and tackling there from Gonzalo Plata there on De Jong.
There is Frankie de Jong. He's changing crosses stylishly with Koopmeiners. Now Lint angled in towards Bergwijn, Golding Payne. Seemed to lose sight of it just for a moment, but it's stuck.
Yeah, just for a minute. Galindez, he didn't, to his credit, take his eye off the ball at all. Ended up comfortable and just stopped for a horrible minute.
Plenty more yellow shirts than
Come on.
orange in the crowd tonight.
Up it on the ball.
The traditional colours of Ecuador.
Castillo. Come back.
Plata,
Catch still on the ball.
Estrada, Valencia.
Valencia. Come on. Oh! Oh, foul.
looking for that.
Oh, blood.
I think the referee got it right there, Clive.
I think he was entitled to the ground. He was standing. And Priest combining with Bergwijn.
Come on. I'm sure we all want.
It's not easy to make progress.
No, I'm enjoying them.
I'm sure, like, we all want, like,
Coming across there.
I'm sure we all want like, Ecuador to win, like, cause an upset. Do you understand? Like, surely, like, you know what I mean? Like, surely you guys want that. You understand?
That's a ball. That's the Pina. Good defending by Dumfries.
Yeah, just showed him too much. It was a good initial ball there from Jackson Mendes on the left-hand side there.
Ecuador don't have to rush to get back into this game. 1 goal leads are never quite enough. It's always a bit of a dilemma for a team in their situation as to how much to commit, at what stage in the chase. Football's all about dilemmas of that kind. Whether to buy Manchester United or Liverpool will be your dilemma at the moment, Ali. Or Cristiano Ronaldo, maybe.
Yeah. No, what's he doing?
Well, Timber and Estrada just forgot about the ball there for a second. Decided to concentrate on each other.
Timber! Hurry on, Timber! I like Timber. I wanted him at United. Now we got big man, you understand? Big man, Alessandro.
Hearings. I don't think Eddie Hearn's in the stadium, but one of 2 potential matchups here.
Free kick, blood, anyway. Come on.
One last chance in this half.
He's just going to try and place that around a bit of penalty spot coming away from not there, I would think.
Delivered it pretty good in this tournament so far, Purvis Estepinian. It's a really good one. The Closer was up there. Just forced wide in the end. Ryan of Valencia.
How you called it, the great ball. Called it. Tremendous cross. Nice opinion here. Lovely ball.
Should have. Oh, bro.
Valencia gets up. I think it comes off. Nathan Aki for the corner.
Nice ball. Should have scored, bro.
It's up well.
Well, yeah,
it does.
It is there.
From the right hand side, which the left footed Plato will take.
Cross him, man.
So they're trying to flick it on.
Goal! 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 Oh, fuck off!
VAR will check it. But for now, no goal.
No goal.
Yeah. I've got to say, my initial reaction was he might just have been offside, but he knows what he's doing. It's an excellent finish. We'll get another look at it clearly. Bar also having a look at it. He played that near post from again.
Well, it's not Estepinian, is it?
No, it's not.
It's Parozzo by the looks of things, is it? Standing in front of the goalkeeper. As he touched him on the way in.
I'm not sure it's touched him, but he's definitely blocking him.
Goal has been ruled out.
Correctly, I think. Would you agree?
I think there was a direct line between the Ecuador goal and the keeper, in which Parozzo had trespassed. It's the last action of the half, so there'll be plenty of opportunity for Seema to take a longer look at that. Netherlands scored after 6 minutes. Cody Gakpo made an explosive start to the match. And for 15 or 20 minutes, they controlled that lead very effectively. But Ecuador have challenged it since then. and have got back into this match and done enough to suggest that they could still get something out of it. At the break, it's Netherlands 1, Ecuador 0.
But yeah, man. 1-0 to 1-0 to Netherlands half time. Of course, blood, you understand. And blood. But I told you they scored, blood. But it was given offside. You get me? But yeah. Offside, no goal, shaking my head. Just anyway, yeah, it's obviously we want Ecuador to win. There's no doubt about that. But there's no doubt about that. But you know, I wouldn't mind Ecuador winning. It caused an upset again, but do you understand? Like, we need some more upsets in this World Cup. It'd be nice. It'd be nice as well. But yeah. So you know what you guys think in the comments. And blood, yeah, man, it's been a decent off in Netherlands, but they just lack that cutting edge. Qatar, I mean not Qatar. Ecuador, they just lack that cutting edge. Don't get me wrong, Valencia's good, but you know, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a bit naive, but maybe you know you might think different. But yeah, I think they're just lacking that cutting edge where it's just bang like that, bang, bang, bang back of the goal, like you know what I'm saying. So I don't know, maybe it's just me, but let me know what you guys think. To be honest, um, you know we're been here for debate, innit? To be honest, I don't know if it's offside. I don't know if that goal was offside. If you ask me, they've only shown the replay once or twice to me. I haven't seen it, so it's not slow mo to see whether it's offside or not. It was like a fast replay, and boom, we're back to the game. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, let me know what the man them think, what the people think. Um, I don't want any controversy in the England game later. Crap, I've got some blue tack here, you know. Nah, I'm not. I look like an idiot. Yeah, let me guys know what you think, man. Let me guys know what you think. And if you are new here as well, please do consider giving us a like, share, and subscribe. Bloody understand. We're trying to get to our goal. Without you guys, we don't get there. So yeah, it's about goals, isn't it, blood? Let me guys talk. Can't lie, I'm a bit tired though. But at least I got 2 streams today, blood. And trust me, blood, I am back tomorrow, blood. I am back again tomorrow. 3 streams, maybe 4. We'll see. But let's go, blood. 4 streams, more, maybe 3. But yeah, all gonna be interesting, blood. You understand? Tomorrow we go out. Tomorrow, blood, we have got Tunisia, Australia, Poland, Saudi, blood. Good game now. Denmark, France, and then you ready, blood? Argentina v Mexico. You understand? Denmark, France, good game. Poland, Saudi, good game to watch. Argentina, Mexico, decent game to watch, blood. Tunisia, Australia, decent game, blood. You understand? And then Sunday, blood. Let me go. Japan, Costa Rica, Belgium, Morocco, Canada, Croatia, yeah, and Spain, Germany, blood. Yeah, no man has to be live for that, blood. You understand? Faisal was meant to be doing that. Man backed out and said, nah, you know what? Man's busy. So even he booked that in advance as well, blood. Man like Faisal, you understand? But man was busy. Man was like, nah, can't do that. So I'm doing it, blood. You understand? Happy days, blood. Happy days. Very interesting game, that. I know I got a feeling it's going to be like a low scoring game. But, yeah. Just remember fucking Spain playing, you know, the people then in the Nations League. Spain, Portugal. And Portugal lost, blood. We got some games on Monday. 2 I'm excited for, blood. 2 games I'm actually excited for. Seven days, blood. 7 days, you know. 7 days, brother. 7 days left to the group stages end. You know, I'm thinking, blood. Never mind, fam. Anyway, blood. I'm gonna be back in a minute, blood. I'm gonna quickly. I'll be back in a minute, blood. Stand. Yes, people, them back again.
Have expectancies? Well, I think for you and every Dutchman. Went to Barcelona last year after 4 good years in Lyon, better years than he had at Old Trafford. Always a feeling perhaps that he plays his best football in an orange shirt. Torres for Ecuador. Stepinian trying to make progress. There was a foul on Caicedo before it reached him. Signal for all 3 central defenders to go forward this. Stepinian towards the head of Estrada. Did Netherlands work for them. Stepinian's made the late run into the box, but not again is in charge.
Yeah, comfortable there. Not there. Too much height on it from far to the cross, initial cross.
Van Gaal will be encouraged to see the Depay quickening there immediately without the apprehension. Couldn't quite keep the ball in. Seaman mentioned his extraordinary record in this competition in his 3 spells in charge of the Netherlands. He took them to a World Cup semi-final 8 years ago, only to lose to Argentina. But that was on penalties. And that represents his only defeat in his last 34 competition matches at the helm of the Dutch team. And remember, that was a goalless draw. It wasn't really a defeat. And if I tell you that Roy Keane was in the last team to actually win an international match that mattered against a Van Gaal side, either a tournament game or a qualifier, you'll gather it was a while ago, 21 years.
Did Roy text you know?
It was a World Cup qualifier in Dublin. Van Gaal had Van Nistelrooy and Kluivert, Hasselbank and Overmars on duty. Gary Kelly was sent off with half an hour to go. Jason McAteer scored the only goal for Mick McCarthy's Ireland. Van Gaal's Netherlands have not lost a qualifier or a tournament match since then, since 2001. His first spell in the job. Remarkable match. There's an opportunity. Valencia, and there's no flag this time.
Oh,
The shot from Esther
come on!
was carried.
Wow.
Valencia has to turn it in.
Wow.
There's some critical looks in the Dutch rear guard. My first instincts were
Yes, blood,
that he
come
might
on!
just be offside. It's a close one, but right now it's 1-1.
It's amazing, Clive. I'm slightly the opposite. I thought Van Dijk might just have played him onside. I thought it was a great stop from Andries Noppert initially, going down with his left hand. I looked at the referee's assistant immediately, no flag, but he'll check it obviously, but I thought Van Dijk just played him on. I know Van Dijk's certainly hoping he is. That man again. He is lively, isn't he?
38 international goals, 3 in the 2014 World
Mistake.
Cup, another 5 at Copa America finals. And he's now scored Ecuador's last 6 goals at World Cup finals.
They're really weak in the right back position. This will tell us. Yep, Stephen Ake plays him on. He's definitely onside. 100% onside.
Goal, goal,
Beautiful
goal,
straight to the
goal,
left foot.
goal.
But you see, it's not a bad stop. I think the goalkeeper does well. He might be looking for a bit of help from Nathan Ake there instead. Typical forwards instinct. Follows in. Nathan Ake isn't. That's what strikers are all about.
It's just human nature. It's so much easier to follow one in when you've got a chance of scoring than when you've got a chance of clearing. Only the great defenders can find the mindset to go with the same appetite that the forward has.
And that just summed up. Absolutely summed up. Like a spot on.
Goal, goal,
99
goal,
times
goal,
out of 100 will always be
goal,
on the move.
goal.
The defender will be stationary for the split second, and that's what costs him. Perfect example there.
38 goals in 76 appearances for his country. He's still banging them in for Fenerbahce. He's the leading scorer in the Turkish league this season. He turned 33 at the start of the month. He had ice on his right knee at the end of Monday's game. But Enner Valencia got fit for tonight, and he got into a
Goal, 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 goal!
and he has taken the chance. And Ecuador denied by a flag just
Come
before
on,
half-time. Score
This is
just
what we're on
after
about, blood. I said, can they come back into their game, blood?
to Depay.
You all laughed at
Might
me,
just
blood.
a run offside.
Yeah, they could have
Wow.
given it earlier, Clive.
Look,
That's
he's
a liquid
laughing
shade.
now, Andrew.
But it's amazing the goal scorer there.
For real, though,
Sharp as
it's
a
mad.
tack. I'll be honest.
Believe,
when he
blood,
came off
though. Believe.
the previous
I
game
got
against
causing upset.
the host
You
nation,
understand?
I thought he might have been struggling a little bit with
Causing
that
upset,
injury.
man.
Fair play. He's got himself some treatment, a bit of rest.
And at this moment in time, he is the leading goal scorer at these World Cup finals with 3.
What about looking up to 4?
He had that goal disallowed by VAR fractions just 2 minutes and 40 seconds into the World Cup. But he notched a couple before this tournament was half an hour old, and he's added to his tally tonight. Former Premier League goal scorer for West Ham and Everton amongst his collection 6-7 years ago. It was Sam Allardyce who took him to Upton Park after the World Cup in 2014. Capio managed to get up there. Look at that from Jackson Mendes. His opinion can't quite escape. Never quite happened for him in his 3 years in England. He was in the same West Ham attack as Andy Carroll and Diapo Sacco. He was loaned to Everton when Romelu Lukaku was scoring freely for Ronald Koeman at Goodison. Finally moved on to Mexican football. And now in his 3rd season in Turkey, 33-year-old Enner Valencia.
You talk about certain teams having key players, key figures, talisman. It's safe to say he might be Ecuador's.
The Netherlands have got theirs on the field now in Memphis Depay. Let's see if he can reply.
Come on, man.
Ecuador's all-time leading goal scorer against the Netherlands' 2nd highest leading goal scorer. He's actually joint 2nd with Klaas-Jan Huntelaar. But the match is level. That's the important thing. Gakpo looking for a corner. Goal kick given.
Yeah, he's not happy.
Man, like, cold, you know. Man's looking cold, you know.
He was lovely strike as well, low and hard.
I agree about the save too, because
Yeah,
it's
it's a good
almost
save.
past not bending.
Yeah.
It's a long way down when you're 6 feet 8,
Yeah.
and he had to scoop that almost from behind his heel. And he just needed some fortune then, but it fell to a blue rather than an orange shirt.
Yeah, you're right. It was a big, strong hand. I've got that down as an excellent save, and he's just looking for, as you say, a little bit of luck, or indeed one of his centre backs to be a little bit sharper. Wasn't the case.
You can make a case for saying Ecuador deserved that.
Yeah, you can actually. Certainly for periods, 5-minute periods in the first half, they were pretty good. They've been easy in the eye, created 1 or 2 chances. We'll just have a look now and see what the Dutch have got for us.
Casado. Here is Valencia. Casado. Casado couldn't quite keep it in. He pulled off the wheels of the tournament this week when he loudly invited his wife back to his hotel room for some afternoon delight in front of prime TV cameras after training on Wednesday. Louis Van Gaal. It was a wind-up. But he's never been back with it coming forward, and he's enjoying this lap of honour for a 50-year career in the game. Caicedo. Estrada takes over. Jabbed away by De Jong. That was a little late. But a good advantage play. And here goes Gakpo taking them on his own, taking on a bit too much.
Yeah.
But it's went a free kick.
It's good, it was strong, it was direct, it was powerful. And Chapai just catches him. Yeah, we've got a game now, Clive. It's as if Ecuador, to a certain degree, have just got the shackles off. They've maybe perhaps felt that they showed the Dutch team a little bit too much respect. Yellow card being shown.
Yeah, it was that challenge by Jackson Mendes on Koopmeiners, I think, which the referee decided to play an advantage. Caicedo had some problems in the first half. He's down again. He's going to soldier on. There's that yellow card. Yeah, he's actually on the tie.
It's a silly yellow, really. He's never going to win the ball. I've got to be very careful now. Jackson Mendes.
It's out of the final match in this group phase because that's his second yellow card of the tournament. So he'll miss the game with Senegal on Tuesday afternoon. Header away by Eder Valencia, helping out inside his own penalty area.
The thing is with the yellow card, it's a needless challenge, Clive.
Gakpo is back there covering. He looked a little alarmed as the fact that it was him. Where are the rest of you?
It looked like kind of fish out of water syndrome there, didn't it?
He did the right thing. This team have done a lot of good things since the break. His first taste of international management, had charge of the huge Buenos Aires club Boca Juniors in his native Argentina, came to the Middle East for a short spell in Saudi Arabia. He's 60, Gustavo Alfaro, but he's giving away a decade and more to his opposite number tonight. Caicedo. David Blidd's not buying any of that. He's got a cross in and a chance too for Valencia.
Is it the ball? Oh my God! Really unlucky not to be 2-1 down here, blood. You understand?
Like stunning hit by Gonzalo Plata. So unlucky. A
So
brilliant strike.
unlucky.
The initial block from Van Dijk was terrific.
Oh,
From Valencia, but what about the skill down the right hand side? The wee shimmy here.
What a
Ball
crack,
across, Valencia
lad.
comes in. That's a great block. I'm not sure it's going in, but that one, oh, very unlucky.
very well.
Similar strike, believe it or not, to Gakpo in the first half, I felt.
He only turned 22 at the start of the month, and there is a bit of a buzz about Gonzalo Plata. Helped Real Valladolid to win promotion in Spain last season.
Well, we mentioned them just having a little bit more belief, and as I said, they showed periods in the first half, but they're certainly going to go second half and thoroughly deserved to be in level terms. Ecuador.
Koopmeiners. It looked like it might have gone out, but it's a throw in and not a corner.
I'm not so sure.
The assistant was standing a bit
I
closer.
got like the songs in my head.
He sided with you.
Should be 2-1, blood, honestly, though. How so unlucky that he's in the post.
There's a bit of venom in that.
Iran vibes, I can't lie.
In
You're
Capier.
getting Iran vibes a little bit.
Dumfries trying to get forward.
He's got a wee bit about him in Cape. Look, they're up for it. You can see it. High-fiving each other now after challenges and tackles.
He's another one of the big European clubs looking at it. It's his second season in the Bundesliga. He's only 20, not 21 till January. Tall, left-footed centre-back, bit of aggression about him. Arsenal, Spurs, some of the Italian clubs have been linked with him. He's played Champions League football this season. He's as comfortable at left-back. Just want to keep an eye on Piero Incapié, number 3. Oh, it's a premium on left-footed centre-backs.
Yeah.
Estrada's underneath this one. Estepinian. Casado's arriving, and Blint wasn't altogether aware of that fact. He got away with that a bit, Danny Blint.
See, that's a good move. Nothing clever about it. Longer ball, flick on. And a good ball across from Estepinian there. It's a little bit in front of Preciado.
Van Dijk. Rosso dealing with one of those typically long, accurate Van Dijk diagonals. Netherlands just need De Jong here to settle things down a bit.
Yeah, get the words out my mouth. He's been quiet as well,
Anyway.
De Jong.
Just got a bit too racy for their liking this game now. We're loving it. Good minus.
Blint.
Depay.
Ooh, the boy.
Gakpo, touch and class, and didn't quite fall for Memphis Depay. Headed away by Torres. And there's a counter on here. Estrada's first to it.
Brilliant defender, Van Dijk, Clive. He just goes,
Van Dijk.
lets Estrada think he's
Blint.
going to win the ball. He's got to jump, backs off, he's 2 yards, picks it up. Had to be good.
Look, ragged forward by Incapié, and here's Valencia.
Forward. Valencia. Go on, Blint. Go on, fam.
Header Valencia.
He's not gonna score.
Estrada waiting. Really good defending.
Told
by
you, blood.
Nathan
He's not gonna
Ake.
score.
They just look really, they've just gone all ragged. They're all over the place. They really are. Their wide men are too wide. 3 centre-backs are kind of isolated.
Yeah, Ake did well, but it's last-ditch defending, and
Yeah.
that's not the way that
No.
Van Gaal will want it. Desperate defending.
It really, I would argue actually Estrada should perhaps have done a little bit better with the finish. Yes, Nathan Ake does well, but Valencia finds him with a good ball.
Really good tempo about the match.
Not half.
Frankie de Jong,
Okay.
Nathan Ake. Urian Timber being invited to join in. Denzel Dumfries.
I think it's the Netherlands one's beautiful.
During the first quarter of this game, Netherlands 1 up and pretty much in control
Yeah.
of matters. It looked like they might be on the way to a calm and uneventful victory, but it hasn't been that kind of tournament. We've had all kind of surprises. The African champions, the South American champions, the Asian champions have already been beaten here in this tournament. Here's Gakpo. Oh, setting up Coop minus. The European champions, by the way, aren't even here.
I like it. Poor finish. Don't like the finish, that's for sure. I think it's there to hit as well from Coop Miners. Just lays it. Perhaps played back slightly with too much pace on him,
You understand?
but he should be doing better. Yeah, not so happy now.
Louis van Gaal said in his press conference yesterday that he expected Ecuador to be better organised than Senegal, who weren't disorganised. He thinks this is a smarter team that he's against tonight. In a strange sort of way, when they tried to play it smart in the first half, they were a little bit passive.
Yeah,
when they've allowed their
absolutely.
hearts to overtake their
Yeah.
heads, they've got into this game.
I think you're 100% right, Clive. The second half, they clearly played with a lot more freedom, and they benefited from it. Not just for the equalising goal, which has been deserved, but they've had 1 or 2 chances. On top of that,
Really like the way
it's been a good watch the second half.
Really like it.
I thought they were okay in the first half, Clive. As I said, the bits and pieces within the game, but dare I say, they looked a little bit timid.
Mr. Van Dijk.
Well, we're approaching the 3-quarter mark in the game. We've had only 1 substitution in the game so far, and I think that's added to the fluency in the rhythm of the match. It's a debate for another time, but I'm not sure 5 substitutes a team is helping football at the moment.
You've got an ally here, Clive. Plus the fact the only substitution we've had here hasn't stopped the game because it was made at half time. So, no, you've got an ally with that argument. I'm not sure either.
Cody Gakpo for his team, 6 minutes into the first half, and Valencia for Ecuador, 4 minutes into the second half. Looks like Louis van Gaal is thinking about changes.
Yeah, I couldn't see who it was. I looked up. I think the Berko shout.
With a rush of blood from Brisedo. He's that kind of player. He's exciting,
yeah,
instinctive.
He's a good watch, isn't he?
Yeah, really enthusiastic. Estrada. Just not quite on the same wavelength as Gonzalo Plata.
Yeah, I think they're unlucky because Plata goes to make a run down the right channel and he stops to come back inside.
His manager didn't think he was unlucky, by the way. I don't think he was shouting "unlucky, son" there.
Yeah, he's got more say in it than I have.
Julian Timber. Really could go either way. Dumfries can't keep it in. Next change for Netherlands. We'll see Steven Berghuis, who started the first game, come on. Been one of his country's better performers in the last couple of years. Been Ajax's best player so far this season. And he's going to take the place of David Klaassen. It's not a major upheaval, but he probably has less of an eye for goal than Klaassen does.
I think that's very fair.
Slightly more pragmatic. He's scored 7 times for Ajax this season, but he's got a poor return at international level, Berghuis. A little wayward from Van Dijk. Caicedo forward. Butter on the move again. England versus the USA coming live exclusively on ITV1 and STV after this match.
Oh, fuck.
Berghuis' first involvement, Gakpo. Denzel Dumfries. Another meaty challenge. And yet another. Gakpo's was penalised.
Yeah, he just gives him a nudge, doesn't he? That's the opinion. Took away from him. It's a nudge in the shoulder, correct? Good refereeing again. You will see it. There you are.
Yeah, it's not shoulder to shoulder, it's
clear
levering him over from the back.
Clear cut free kick, that.
Honestly, I can't wait for England, man. Can't wait for England. I think I'll get pumped up. You know what I'm saying? I need to. Yeah.
Too lively for Blink to keep in.
No,
Would you see a little rattle? Would that be fair? The Dutch? I would think so. Second half, Clive.
Certainly not as assured as they were in the first. This is Jeremy Sarmiento of Brighton and Hove Albion.
You can hear people shout offside.
You see the goal again. Lovely shot, low and hard. Well onside. Nathan Ackey's given McGee's a good half yard onside. It's never in doubt, that one. Good challenge.
Come on, show the fucking name, then.
ECUADOR coming forward
Right.
again.
Oh, it's black.
Trying out for the volley, that.
They are pushing here. ECUADOR are pushing here, Dad. You hear me? If they do win here,
You're getting a bit of his own medicine there from Dumfries.
it's 6 points.
No flag at the moment.
Oh,
It's a
fuck off.
Fabulous.
Oh, just
flag.
one.
Had to be, didn't
I
it?
thought that was a goal.
And I couldn't quite believe my eyes as Gakpo was allowed to go on, but the assistant was just correctly waiting for the move to finish.
When you say correctly waiting, you of course mean that's what he's meant to do.
Absolutely, yeah. So off comes number 11, Michael Estrada. And number 11 is
Offside anyway.
a very important number for Ecuador. They actually retired the shirt 9 years ago. FIFA regulations require scores to number 1 to 26, but the 11 on Michael Estrada's back is particularly emotive here because Christian Benitez, who famously wore that shirt, died suddenly here in Qatar in 2013. It was, I can't tell you how big a loss felt throughout the nation. 100,000 people turned out for his funeral in Quito. Benitez was a national hero, came here to play for a Qatari club and sadly passed in Doha. And that's had an awful lot of mentions in the Ecuador media in the last few days. So that's quite a significant moment, the departure of the number 11, to be replaced by the youngest of the Brighton trio, Jeremy Sarmiento.
Well, you can certainly say, Clive, they're doing him proud. His teammates, and ex-teammates, doing him proud.
Right in this game. 20 years of age, youngest in the squad actually, had 25 minutes on Sunday. Still ready to break through at Brighton, but he played his part in the Carabao Cup win at Arsenal earlier in the month. And it's
Yeah, blood.
another issue for Louis van Gaal's brains trust to think about. Edgar's on the move. I'll come on, boss.
Looks as though he could as well.
Might have to take the sunglasses off, I think.
Not so sure. So 15 plus added time.
30 then. I think there have been
Number
too many
11.
stoppages in this game. It's an interesting selection that left wing back, whether he still has the zest to make the most of that role. Tira Malassia's in the Dutch squad. As I said, Young has been functional tonight rather than really making an impression on the game.
Yeah, I've been disappointed actually. I was expecting more.
Good work by Mendes, holding off Cook Miners. Estepinian and Espina. constant force down that Ecuadorian left. Sarmiento's gone up there as the twin strike partner now.
I reckon they can still win this, you know.
Gonzalo Plata.
Obviously, it's 50-50 right now. Goldometer says
Miss Plata.
60%
showing.
Netherlands will score. It's 40.
Timber stuck with him, fouled him.
He did.
And he's 40.
He did. He's a little bit lucky. He was really, really tight on Sarmiento there, but just a little too tight.
Felix Torres.
On board over the ball.
Valencia. Ake did really well chasing back towards his own goal and staring up into the Doha night. Sarmiento, Estepinian. Nipped away from him by Berghaus. Number 19 is Van Veghorst, who Burnley fans will recognise. Playing in Turkey with Besiktas, but there's only one way he can play.
Always bloody Burnley. Anyway, Ecuador right now on the ball. Just passing it around. Trying to figure themselves out right now, you understand?
A little loose and careless from Felix Torres, but no harm has come of it.
Lovely football.
They seem to have gained more and more energy as the game's gone on, Ecuador.
Some good football in tight areas as well.
I might not be red card, though, you understand? A yellow card. I better not be a yellow card, bro, you understand? Because that's not a yellow card. Yeah, he's not giving a yellow card. Good one.
Off comes Gakpo. Replaced by Doro.
Okay, miners of Gakpo come off. D-Rune has come on and Weghorst.
Really good.
Verona for Atalanta. Just been off the international scene for the last year or so. Cook Miners, his clubmate, has tended to take his place.
Come on. Oh, fuck.
It's Estepinian carrying the fight again down that side. He's been outstanding tonight.
Oh, he's unlucky as well.
I want them to score.
He still won a corner.
Yeah.
Corner.
Great spirit. And Van Veghorst is on. Still a Burnley player, actually, but on loan to Besiktas, where he scored half a dozen goals in the Turkish league this season. 6'3", 6-inch centre forward. He's going to need to do some defensive duties first.
Go on. Cross in.
Deep towards the head of Valencia.
Just wide. I
They just couldn't help himself.
Just wide.
No, it's one of those ones that comes to you and you know you shouldn't, but you just can't stop yourself. Been there 100 times. You're halfway through your, but I shouldn't be doing this, you know.
He's just got an enthusiasm for the game, which is very boyish. He's actually 24. There are younger players on the field, but he plays like a young player.
He really
plays
does.
with the love of the game. And I don't think, well, maybe a Wissendale coach would admonish him for having a crack at goal from there, but why not? Show some ambition. Perosa. It's good again from Plata. He's another one who's caught the eye tonight.
Clever. Take pride in keeping the ball.
Better side in the second half.
Yes, without doubt. Not even close. But you know what can happen. But I've been very impressed. Second half performance from ECUADOR.
Sarmiento. Torres.
Nice ball.
Just got endless resources of energy. Estepina.
Goalkeeper was there before him, blood, and was on.
He's a wing back. Did you not get it? You're supposed to be a defender, but he isn't, is he?
I think the two of them will sleep tonight.
Yeah, they've had a terrific tussle, Dumfries and Estepina down that flank. The pie.
Oh.
Showed too much of it to Torres. Valencia will chase it. Keeping Timber honest. Win, lose or draw, have you reassessed Netherlands tonight? Are they World Cup contenders for you?
In terms of reassessing them, they're exactly where I thought they were after the Senegal game, Clive. As I said prior to the match, I thought they just about deserved to beat Senegal, but I wasn't overly, in fact I was far from impressed. Never mind not being overly impressed. It's very much the same this evening.
Here's Dumfries. I mean, they're providing us with so many modern World Cup memories, but their story in the tournament is, well, what a feast or famine of the last 12
If you are
World
new here,
Cups,
please do give us
they've
a like,
failed to
share, and
qualify
subscribe as
before
well.
them. Not even
Understand
been
the
there,
channel.
but they've reached 5 semis and 3 finals. I mean, when you're talking about the best players never to win a World Cup, then Cruyff and Van Basten and Hullet and company would be up there. Messi and Ronaldo are trying to scratch their names off that list. Trying very hard in Cristiano's case. Those VIP seats look unnecessarily comfortable to me. You could doze off in one of them if the game's not up too much. You look like those first-class airline seats where trays and televisions suddenly flip out. Hot day like this, and head goes back, mouth opens, pneumatic drill starts. But this hasn't been that kind of game.
It's just as if, I don't really agree, the last 5 minutes, it's as if they've just been, okay, we'll get our energies, soak them in, ready to go for the next and final 10. And I'm hoping that's the case.
Come on.
The thing is that a draw isn't the worst result for them. Both sides would only need a point from their final game to go through. Qatar would be out of the picture.
And clearly it'll be a better result for the Netherlands in that respect.
Here comes Estepina again. There's a road runner. He's run into a bit of traffic there.
Sure, blood. He's De Jong. Ake. Ake goes all the way, blood.
Okay. Down by Caicedo.
Yeah, just the extra touch it does for Caicedo. This one here, that's the one that does for him.
Now this is where
Bringing that Premier League intensity, blood. You understand?
His goalkeeper is the tallest player at this tournament. Weghorst might just be in the top 2 or 3.
In swinger or out swinger.
Right for the Depay or left for the Berghaus. Got our answer because Depay's trotted away. Berghaus hasn't cleared the first man.
I'll be back in a minute, bro. Give me 2-3 minutes. Back in a minute. Crap.
De Jong is
Back in a minute.
Valencia went down the centre circle there. And
no contact. I
No,
don't think.
he looks far from comfortable, Clive.
Cody Gakpo after 6
Back,
minutes,
blood.
which raised Dutch spirits, and it was a
I'm back.
fantastic hit. But 4 minutes into the second half,
I've just hurt my fucking
a
foot.
shot from Estepinian, well saved
Yeah.
actually. And then Valencia was there and onside to equalise. So that's long ago now. He's the man who's prostrate and indeed being lifted onto a stretcher. This is not
My
good.
toe.
No.
Oh, fuck, man, that kills.
Stating the obvious clearly.
Oh,
disappointed
you
to
bastard.
see that. Because I've enjoyed
You
them
bastard,
so
you
far in
bastard.
the tournament. Oh, it's only been 2
Oh,
games.
fuck. That really
But
hurts.
it's certainly brought us a lot of entertainment. And like everybody, I'm just very hopeful that's not the last we'll be seeing in this tournament.
Well, his direct replacement will be the tall striker.
If you are new here,
63,
please do
Kevin
give us a like, share, and
Rodriguez,
subscribe. You understand?
only made his debut in the last half hour of a warm-up.
Oh, he's gone off
international
on a
against
stretcher.
Iraq in Madrid a couple of weeks ago. Made a brief
Fuck,
appearance at the end of last
hurts.
Sunday's opener. He's actually been scoring goals in the second division
Oh.
in Ecuador, but he's carded for a move to the top flight in his country in January.
Oh, my God.
And he's on, and Ibarra, who went
Oh,
off
fuck,
with
no.
the second half last Sunday, midfield player who also plays in Ecuador. He's also on.
Fuck, man.
6 added minutes here.
Valencia's come off.
Goes the ice pack. Yeah.
Do we get an upset goal here, man? Do we get one from Ecuador? Oh,
On that injury from last Sunday.
You're just getting home.
oh.
Goodness me. Apple got away with that. And Rodriguez almost scored his first international goal in the most unconventional manner. He is tall. It's a long leg to get past this. It does. but gave that one a little bit more. We're just getting in from work and settling down and getting ready for the night. With Gareth Southgate and the team, that game is coming up live on ITV1 and STV immediately after the conclusion of this game, which may just point the way to a future opponent for England as they continue their progress. The winner of England's group will face the team that finishes second in this group in the last 16. Ecuador in the blue have come from behind and deservedly are on terms. They're on this by Sarmiento. Had a goal assist by Cruzeiro, but
that was optimistic. Yeah, I'm the same as you. I've liked him. I've enjoyed his performances. The two white boys for Ecuador have been good. Cruzeiro and on the other side, Estepania's been excellent. I really enjoyed the performances.
Ibarra quite make the headway that he'd hoped. He's quite there in that right knee. The most concerning thing would be that he suddenly went down without any contact, or it wasn't after a sprint or a leap. Just suddenly felt something wrong inside that right knee. Cruzeiro. Here goes Rodriguez again.
It doesn't mind turning a back four, a big fella, but looks of things.
And if there is a let go in this match, I suspect it's going to come from his team. Yeah? They've looked the more likely throughout this second half.
I think they've been the better side by a considerable distance second half play.
If you are new here, please do give us a share and a like and a sub as well. I've just hit my toe, so yeah, bear with me, please. Very kills like a motherfucker, man.
Here's an Ecuador throw. Contested throw. Almost 4 of the 6 minutes play. Now it's a corner. Yeah. It's a bit weary of that from Glenn. Hope springs eternal. Okay. Well, Jeremy Sarmiento of Brighton is charged with the responsibility of delivering this corner. She was the head of Torres. It came off the head of Van Dijk. Sarmiento has run out of ground.
Yeah, good header again defensively, Van Dijk. Sarmiento putting in a little bit of pace into that area. Dutch captain looking strong.
Just hoisted forward by Hincapié. Rodriguez will compete for it. Sarmiento competes for it. Good work by Martin de Roon that time.
Took the time to give him a little bit of a nudge there.
Pretty rugged back there, the Ecuador centre-backs, but pretty effective too. How much devil there is in this Dutch attack, I'm not sure.
No, neither am I. I'm in agreement. Expecting a little bit more, especially at half time. With the pie coming on, Clive, he's not really getting going, and that's slack. That's really slack.
Has not going to be punished. Okay. Final games in this group Tuesday afternoon. Netherlands against Qatar, Ecuador against Senegal. And as things stand, a point apiece will do these two teams. It will see them through. Qatar are now officially out of these World Cup
Full
finals.
time, 1-1.
But maybe, just maybe, it's Ecuador who will go forward to the weekend with more of a spring in their style. You would expect Netherlands to see it through against the host nation and take their place in the last 16. But that Ecuador-Senegal game is difficult to call, but the way Ecuador came back tonight, recovered from the early blow that Cody Gakpo so stylishly delivered and found a reply through Ene Valencia, gives them a real lift going forward.
Big game now. England,
Valencia's
USA, blood.
It's an ongoing problem.
Bring it on.
And he needs his
It ain't going to be
Very
soccer.
entertaining.
It's going to be football, blood. That wins. Come on, blood.
A big thank you to Clive Tilsley and Ali McCoist as it ends a goal apiece.
Anyway, blood. Man's going to go recover. Man's going to go re-energize himself and get some food to eat, blood. And then, blood, it's time. It's time, blood. Okay. Waiting for this whole week, blood. So I can do a watch of England. I've got it now. It's come to my time, blood. You understand? Let's go. You understand, blood? Come on. If you are new here, do give us a subscribe, like, a share. Yeah, we're going to be live for the England game, blood. We'll be live. We'll be live. Yeah, man. Let's go. Let's go. And yeah, man. If you are, yeah, give us a subscribe, share that, whatever. Thank you all for watching, though, and thank you all for joining. I'll be your boy RAZZY. I'll be back soon, lad. Peace.